Hey, good morning. It's Jane from the Compassion Project, and I am here today with Melanie Hagn. And yeah, I'm super excited to chat with her. It's kind of fun because I get to meet people on Facebook and then I get to see them face to face. Hey, it's cool. So Melanie is so dynamic, honestly. She is full of life, energy, positive. And so a bit about her, she was born and raised in Germany. And you said your parents are still there, which is
Yes.
interesting. We'll have to talk a bit about that. But she now lives in Montreal, Quebec, and she is a mom of two little girls. They're 5 and 8, which is busy enough. Melanie is a certified personal trainer and a nutrition coach and an entrepreneur. So a really busy life. And I know that Melanie loves her job as a trainer. She loves helping people feel good about themselves through food and fitness. And actually, I found a quote on your Facebook, and I'm like, I love that. I'm going to read it out. Melanie's favorite quote is, aim with your heart, adjust with your head, and always, always, always do all you can. I'm like, totally love that.
I forgot I said that. That is really good.
Yeah, I loved it. I thought I'm going to read that out. So, welcome. I'm super glad you're here. So, maybe just to tell people a bit about what your life was kind of like before, what you were doing, and now with social distance, what's happening. Yeah.
Okay, well,
So,
in a life before this, I was teaching at a couple of studios, training to be a coach at another studio, working at a nutrition bar, doing slim waves. I was always running around, and I'm a big meal prepper. So I would
you're a
really
big
have
what?
my meal prepping.
Oh, meal prepping. Yeah.
I would always cook, and everybody would get their Tupperwares to go. So we would leave the house at, let's say, 8 o'clock with our food, and we come back at 6. So nobody was ever home. It was just running around from places to place. And my 8-year-old daughter, she's in second grade. My little one is still at daycare. So it was just the
And your
activity.
husband was working full time?
Yes, and he still is. He's in ocean transportation.
Oh,
It's a shipping company, a maritime company, one of those, the big ships that come into the lakes and they bring, I don't even know, sand, take out timber. So it's really like 30,000 tons of goods that they're transporting.
okay.
So he's somebody who's used to traveling a lot. I think this is the first time he has not left the country in 6.5 weeks. Usually,
Really?
yeah, usually he's gone like at least 2 weeks out of the month. So going back and forth to Europe or lots of Japan. And when this hit, he was actually just on the way back from Florida. So
Okay.
he got the message, you have to stay home for 2 weeks. I'm like, okay, 2 weeks. Schools were closing. Like, okay, 2 weeks. Everything was 2 weeks. And now here in Montreal, we are on week 6.5. But I think everybody
Wow.
can.
So what's happening right now in Montreal? Like in Quebec? Is it, yeah, like what's going on? I know the schools might reopen.
Yes, we do have kind of two different worlds. We have Quebec and we have Montreal. Quebec is fine. They don't have so many cases. They don't seem to, like Quebec City doesn't have any cases right now, as far as I know.
Oh,
I feel like I saw something in the news, but Montreal has it all. We have, I think, over 80% of the cases in Quebec, and sadly, most of them happened in the nursing homes.
oh, really?
It's been a really, really, I don't know how it could happen, but the government, they didn't react fast enough, and it's been spreading in the nursing homes. The people have
Oh,
worked without the proper equipment. So most of the cases we have seem to be related to that. It's either people in the nursing homes who are obviously already not in good health, so it's been a lot of death, and
aw.
workers getting infected, bringing it home to their families. So right now the cases seem to be related to all this, which led the government to decide that they are going to open schools on May 11 in Quebec and May 19th in Montreal.
Really? Now is that just like primary, like the younger, or is it?
Yes, daycare and elementary, and high school students will keep learning remotely. And
Okay.
we just opened up, I think, construction about 10 days ago. And right now, what else is opening? I think real estate. My neighbor's a realtor, so she's allowed to now go out and show houses. So things are slowly opening up. But teachers are going back to work on Monday to start setting up.
Okay.
And then 2 weeks later, everything else starts as well.
It's crazy. I didn't realize that in Quebec it wasn't really that they didn't have any cases there. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's mostly Montreal. I mean,
wow.
Quebec is also, it's a pretty, I mean, everything in Canada is big, but Quebec's a pretty big province. But it really is Montreal and Vicinity where everything is happening, or most of it is happening.
I'm curious about, because we're talking about the nursing homes and that, I'm just curious about your parents. I just want to know what's happening with them in Germany. Are they okay?
Yes, they are fine. They are both healthy. My stepdad had a surgery early in the year. So he was, when this hit, he was good. He was already well recovered, but my mom has been doing all the shopping. And they have cleaned the house top to bottom. They are working out and they are pretty bored. And Germany has had a very good way of responding, I believe. At least Quebec is looking to Germany. How
at least what? What'd you say?
Quebec seems to be looking at Germany on how to reopen. And there's just one thing that I found funny. My mom wanted to send me a package and she couldn't send it to Quebec because it's not allowed right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought that was interesting.
That is interesting. I wonder if they're thinking that somehow, no, it can't be passed through parcels.
I don't know. Like, I want my chocolate, you know?
That you want your German chocolate?
Yes, and my candies.
Oh, that's well. I'm glad they're doing good because I was curious because I'm not sure. I don't personally know what's happening in Germany. So
yeah, I mean, for us it is hard because they were supposed to actually come around now. And then when this happened, like, okay, maybe they can come in the summer. And now it looks like it might not happen in the summer. So we're looking at Christmas. But usually we would see them once or twice a year.
Yeah.
They are retired and they like to travel.
Yeah.
And it's a little hard. But right now they could be living down the street. It would make a difference.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. And I mean, my husband is in the airline industry. So it's really interesting what's happening with airline travel. It'll be a long time before it's back to normal, I think. So how are you managing this busy life? Now your husband's home. I had a husband that traveled, so I know what it's like when they go away for a bit. I mean, we love them, but it's kind of nice.
Well, we're so used to him traveling, and so is he, that it's like, why are you still here? It's just so much a part of our routine.
Yeah.
Especially as he had just come back. It was like, we always need a few days to get back into our groove. So the first week, everybody was just, nobody knew what to do. He was sit up in the dining room because it's the biggest table. And I was trying to do school with my girls in the kitchen. As soon as he was on a Zoom call, they'd be. So for a few weeks, it was very chaotic. And then we decided we would move him into one of our spare rooms so he can close the door.
Yeah.
And then it's one of those, it's a bit of a glass door with blinds. So then the girls will be looking in.
Honestly, I love all your videos and things you put up on Facebook because you're so real. And I thought, oh, she's mad. You still stay in shape. Like you're up early, right? Like
I usually get up at 6 to get my workout in, 6:30, but my kids sleep till like 8 or 9.
Okay.
So I need that time because if I get up with them and it's already like mama, I lose my mind.
Yeah.
And my workouts seriously are just my sanity. Plus it's my job. You know, I run fitness challenge. I teach classes on Zoom and on Facebook. I need to lead by example, right?
Right. So you have you taken your business online since this happened? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, my nutrition coaching business, that was always partially in person, partially online. We used to be able to see people and put them on a scale and look at body fat and talk face to face. Now we do a lot of it over email or FaceTime. And the gyms closed here 3 days after school closed.
Oh,
and the gym I work at, it's one of them is a small group training. And we were on Facebook teaching classes in a Facebook group. the next day.
Oh, wow. Oh, you went that quickly to teach on Facebook. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, it was relatively easy because we already had a group for all the members. We
Mhm.
just created to have a little bit of a community, to see what everybody's doing, to maybe have some challenges as well for the members. And then gyms closed on Sunday, and Monday 9:30, which is where we have a usual Monday class. One of the coaches was online teaching.
That's amazing.
So that worked well.
Yeah. You have to adapt. I mean, you just have to, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And it's
So what do you find is personally your biggest challenge right now? Is it managing the kids?
Yes. It is. I mean, it is just, okay, right now I feel we have a little bit of a groove, but we also, this sounds so strange, we have vacation. My daughter's in the French system, French from France, where every 6 weeks they have a whole week off and they don't have pancakes. So the teacher said, yes, really observe the break. I'm like, we're home, like what's the difference? But it's been really nice to wake up and not have to worry about doing anything. My kids have been in pajamas for 3 days. They went to the park for a walk in their pajamas. It's just been incredibly lazy, and we needed that. I'm surprised it makes a difference. But otherwise, it's really been managing my second grader, teaching her in French, which is my third language.
Oh my goodness.
My 5-year-old who wants nothing to do with, you give them color the numbers or the letters, you give them that. No, I don't want to do that. And have the iPad. I'm like, no.
The iPad, trust me, I have a 5-year-old grandson and it's entertaining him. And my daughter's so he's 5 in kindergarten, and then the baby. And he's pretty good, but still to get them to focus and sit, yeah. What are you going to do? It's got to be fun. It has to be fun.
Yeah. And there has definitely been an overuse of electronics in this house. Like right now they're watching My Little Pony, but they also
have what?
They have rediscovered some stuff. They were over My Little Pony. That was the stuff I had ready to go in a box.
Oh, okay.
And now everything is My Little Pony. So it's also nice to see that they've been so bored that they found something that was too cool for them,
Yeah.
But
well, that's like adults, right? We get back to the more simple things. You start to appreciate the simple things. So we'll probably finish up here pretty soon. But do you have a contest or something or something coming up that people might be interested in joining? What is it?
Online fitness challenge coming up. Everything is online. It's nutrition and workouts in a private Facebook group. 21 days, because it takes 21 days to create a habit. So
21 days, yeah.
Yeah, you have somebody kicking your butt, and then, well, you're not left to your own devices, but then you can, keep going on your own, and you know where you're at.
So what is it called?
It's called the Buns and Guns Challenge. But we mean
Buns and Guns. Buns and Guns Challenge. That's really cool. So is it a Facebook group? People can join that, or how?
Yeah, it is. It's on a private Facebook page, and people can join, and we set them up with nutrition plans and workouts and lots of fun. Like we've been doing it for a while now, even when there was no social distancing. But now with everybody home, we do a lot more lives, and that's actually been a great experience. That we would have never done all these lives, because who can usually go watch a video at 11 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the middle of the day?
Yeah.
But people are home, and it's been really cool.
Yeah, it's interesting. So, and you're good with your peace of mind. I think that's a lot for people, is the lose your mind.
Well, there are days, yes, where I'm like, oh, how are we ever going to make it? Yeah. It's a roller coaster ride. That's what I find. There's days where I wake up, I'm like, this is amazing. And there's days where I wake up, I'm like, I find working out helps, eating right helps. I notice that when I have too much wine, the next day is not a good day. Yeah. And of course now, I don't know about you guys, but the SAQ, our liquor stores, the line is longer than at the grocery store.
Okay. So liquor sales are up 40%. That's what I know. Yeah. And I feel the same way. Like I do love wine, but I find that if one glass of wine at night, but if you have more, you just don't feel so good the next day. So
Yeah.
I like the habit you say about changing habits. It's a habit. 5 o'clock, your brain's like, oh, wine. But if you get a wine glass and you put soda water in it, it's not that exciting, but it's still wine glass, 5 o'clock, soda water, and then you can have wine later if you feel like it. But it actually stops that feeling of wanting it.
That is a really good idea because part of it is a ritual. It's like we're not going out anymore. We're always having dinner at home. So let's open up a bottle of wine. So just open the wine later and start using your wine glass already.
Yeah, start with a wine glass of soda water or Perrier. I find it just works. I don't know why. For me, anyway.
I also like Perrier because then you put a lime and it just makes you feel like you're fancy.
Yeah, I know. You're amazing. Thank you so much for joining me. So let's put in the comments. What was that?
Thank you for having me. This is so fun. I really like your project. It's nice to see where everybody's at in this situation.
Yeah, and kind of to find out what's going on in the cities. And, I think it's interesting how we all have our own experiences. It's amazing. So, but you're positive and super fun to watch on Facebook, honestly. And your little girls are adorable. So we'll put the link to that group. Maybe people want to join the challenge. I think I should join the challenge. I need to.
Well, this time better.
Okay, thanks, Melanie. We will be in touch. And yeah. Bye.
Bye.